Welcome back to the channel, boys. Bloonskis coming at you neck with a discussion video, I guess you can call it. So me and CLOUDOA, or Cloud as he likes to be called, we teamed up for a video where we asked each one of our subs on a community post, if there was any questions about us or about Destiny or honestly anything in general, other games and whatnot, and we would talk about them in the video, almost like a I wouldn't call it a podcast, but it kind of had the feel of one. We were just discussing, and honestly, it felt natural. It just felt like a conversation. So that's what this video is. It's that video that we talked about in the post. So sit back, relax. It's a bit of a longer one if you just want to listen to us speak and talk about certain things in Destiny, about us in general. Go ahead, kick back, relax. Watch the gameplay in the background and just have fun. But all right, that's all the intro is gonna be. Enjoy the video. What's going on? How has things been since COVID started?
Oh, hold on, I just cracked my back. It's been all right. It hasn't really affected me too much because I've been kind of a hermit this entire time anyway. Like ever since I got out of high school, it's just been the same.
Dude, I feel that.
The only big difference is probably just college classes and having to take them online. But even that, it's perfectly fine for me.
Yeah, right. I feel like that's easy. You don't gotta get up and go to class in the campus or anything. That's probably so much easier.
Exactly. I just finished my schoolwork, log on to Destiny, and start recording a video.
Now I feel that COVID really hasn't affected my life that much easier. I mean, I work at a gym, and the gym didn't close. Surprisingly, I don't know how it didn't close yet. I feel like out of all the places that there would be the most COVID cases would be a gym. Everyone's sweating and breathing and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I expect that a gym would be the #1 place to be closed.
Exactly, but in the gym, you can't use the showers and stuff and whatever. But that's not even the issue. It's everyone's sweating everywhere. But yeah, my life really hasn't changed other than I don't even know what. Can't go out to at first you couldn't go to restaurants and stuff. Now it doesn't even matter anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh, you ever have cases where people try to walk in without a mask and they fight you on it?
At first, yeah, because there was I work in Fort Lauderdale, and the county was everybody has to wear a mask even when working out. But then eventually it's if you're actively doing an exercise, if you're bench pressing or on the treadmill or something like that, you don't have to wear a mask. But when you are in between workouts or going to the bathroom, let's say, you have to wear it, which is kind of weird.
Sense. I mean, it makes sense to me because you don't want to just be breathing into a mask while you're doing your work.
No, yeah, it's super uncomfortable. Even me, because I just pick up the gym, I'm just maintenance stuff, making sure it's clean and whatever. And even when I'm just doing that, it's hard, dude. It's hard to breathe with a mask when you're actually doing something. So, but yeah,
for sure.
Hopefully that changes soon, man. I really hope so. I'm sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, let's go on to these questions now. So right here, Jacob Camp asked, how often are you able to make videos, and how much time/effort do you use to make build videos? You can go first.
Okay, for sure. So when I was previously making videos pre-November, I was putting out a video every 2 days because I wasn't actually doing school. I was taking a bit of a break so I can actually post videos more often.
Okay.
So then I was putting a ton of effort into the videos, and I was hardly ever play the game at all. So I would just make a video, record, edit, and then the next day I would do the same thing over and over again so I can have some videos lined up. But ever since December or something, I've been trying to be more lax with it. At first it was 2 days, then it went to 3 days, every 4 days, but now I'm starting to get a bit lazy. And it's been a week since I actually posted my last video, so I gotta get back on top of that. But in terms of effort, I try to put at least 2 days minimum into each video in terms of recording and editing.
Okay. No, dude, I feel that too. At first when I was first starting, because I've been doing it for a year. I think, yeah, almost a year. And at first it was every day. It was a different game too. It was a game called Bleeding Edge, and I was just uploading every day. It was very easy. I just played matches, recorded it, and just literally uploading it. And then I switched to Destiny, which was the best decision I've ever made for my channel, because actually Bleeding Edge is it got canceled. It's the devs are not supporting it anymore. So I'm glad. Yeah, it's literally officially a dead game, because a lot of people say, oh, it's a dead game, and it's not really. It's people just say it, but this is officially a dead game. The devs said we cannot support this game anymore. Whatever. So I was doing every day, and then I switched to Destiny, and I feel Destiny requires a lot more not how do I say this, before I was just able to play and then edit, or not even really edit, just play, cut out the little bits here and there, and then upload it. With Destiny, it's build video, so you gotta test the builds, make sure everything flows properly and stuff, and then maybe you try something and it doesn't work, or you don't like how it feels and you try something else. So now it takes me. I try to do like every other day, but the same thing as me or as you.
It's crazy.
I get
man.
lazy. I get lazy, bro. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's doable, but like it just, I don't know. It takes so much time, and I have to like drop so much other stuff in my day
Yeah.
to actually do it. Like
And
I
like
can't spend time with my family or my friends.
exactly, bro. It's just what I was about to say. Like I feel like for this past year, I've been kind of like neglecting that side of my life, like my friendships and trying to grow as a person, And I've just
Yeah,
been really
exactly.
focusing on YouTube, and I've seen success, like and it's been working. But now I'm like, dang, like I feel like I kind of like lost track of relationships and friendships and stuff like that, just like other stuff, not content creation. So now I've been
Yeah.
trying to like kind of find a nice balance, and that's the tough part, bro. Finding a balance is so
Yeah, you
tough.
just got exactly. You just got to take the time to actually like step back from YouTube and actually like maintain your other stuff in your life.
Yeah. Let's see. As for the effort and time, like I was just saying, I like to test a lot of my builds because I feel like I try something and it doesn't really feel right, or maybe like I'm like, okay, this might be better here, or maybe I can switch these mods here. How much time? It depends. Like if I know exactly what I'm gonna say in the video, then it's pretty easy. Like it's probably takes like 15 minutes, right?
Audio is the worst part for me. I hate audio. Jesus.
Nah, dude, it can
Like,
be a pain.
Yeah, because I'm naturally just not too great at talking. So with the audio, I have to like retake and retake and retake, and I
Yes,
get
bro.
so frustrated that I have to like step out of my chair and walk away.
Yeah, you just take a quick
It's so
cooler. Yeah,
annoying.
dude, no, I feel
Yeah.
that. And but like if I'm on it that day and I'm like, all right, this is what I'm saying. I'm not stuttering. I'm not mumbling or anything. It'll take me quick. But if I keep messing up, it might take a little longer. So
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that answers that one. All right, so let's see what else here. Unless you got something else to say?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, what's the longest like amount of time it's taken you to make a video?
Oh geez, I think so. When I first get this, so when I first started doing YouTube, I started on Destiny. I started making Destiny videos. Well, my first video was actually For Honor, but that was just like for fun. Like I just uploaded it with something dumb. But I started taking it serious. I did Destiny first, and I had no idea like what to do, how to speak, all of that. And I didn't even have a PC. All I had was my laptop, and I was on PlayStation at the time. So what I would do is, because I had no recording software, I would stream. I made a separate Twitch account. I would stream and just like record the video, I guess, like quote unquote record the video on stream, just like talking and whatever. And then I would download the stream and then edit it and then upload it. Like that was how I pretty much, yeah, I was using the VOD. So that took a while because sometimes I just like couldn't download it, or like I would mess up a lot, so then I would end the stream, start the stream over. So the longest it's taken me was a few days, probably like 3 days, I would say 3 or 4 days, because like it was so bad, dude, so bad.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so I was streaming and whatever. So when people say, "Oh, I don't have this stuff," it's like, dude, if you really want it, you'll just find a way to do it. Like now I have a PC, I have all this recording stuff, I have a good mic and everything, so it'll come with time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's see. All right, so these are some more Destiny questions right here, specifically Destiny questions. So this first one, I can't even say that name. Kukiri as Arizeth. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, bro.
I mean, it sounds right.
Yeah. Okay, so he says, number one, what do you guys think the next darkness subclasses will be, / if there will be another? I'll go first. Let's see. I think the next one will definitely be hive magic, like the green stuff, the green like fire and whatever.
Yeah, like poison or something.
Poison, corrosion, whatever it's gonna be, death. I don't know, whatever it's gonna be. The hive magic. I 100% believe that that's gonna be the next subclass, because Witch Queen is focused around the hive. This whole build up about Savathun, even last season about the Wrathborn hunts, like there were still like we're fighting the hive off, like that's the whole point. So I think we're gonna somehow, some way, or I think this is a wild shot out there, the Presage mission, right? Presage, the little like infection stuff that's coming out of the ship everywhere. What if the next subclass is like infection, or like some kind of like I don't know, infection, like a spore, you shooting out like these weird plants or whatever. I don't know. It's just
Oh, dude, I hope it's not.
That'd be pretty cool, right? Bro. Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Gross. You don't want to be seeing all those spores around the crucible just running around.
But dude, like think about it, if it's like, instead of it being like corrosion or poison, like you're just leaving like these like spores and they kind of do damage over time or something like that. I don't know, but it was just an idea. So I definitely think that. Yeah, I definitely think that would be the next one. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you pretty much just said it right off the bat. I was assuming that it was going to be poison. There was actually one of my videos where someone commented that they're releasing like the poison subclass like next week, and I called BS on it. But it would be pretty dope if there was a poison subclass that came out, kind of like the pair up with the necrotic grip and the thorn. Like if you can actually pair it up with a necrotic grip,
oof,
poison on top of poison,
bro,
that'd be pretty sick.
that'd be top tier. Because even right now, thorn and necrotic grip, bro, that's such a good combo. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So next question is, what do you guys think they'll do to buff light subclasses? You can go first. Go ahead.
Oh, dude, I want them to like actually make it more of a skill tree that like actually, so you can mix and match whatever you want for subclasses. I think that would actually buff it up to a pretty good extent as well for like PvE at least. For PvP, I'm not exactly sure. I guess just up the damages for like, or just maybe just tweak around how each subclass works in PvP. Because compared to Stasis, Stasis just has a bunch of stuff that you can combo, like the grenades and Shatter Dive, and just Glacier Grenades and sliding with Titans.
Right.
Warlocks kind of have it rough, so sorry, Warlocks. But yeah, definitely increasing the damage for like throwing knives, swarm grenades for hunters.
No,
I'm just
definitely,
like,
yeah, they're so
saying
weak.
hunters because I play hunter mostly in Crucible, but so there's so much stuff in hunter subclass that is just crap. Like skip grenades, they're not that great.
Unless
Flux
you use, like,
grenades, oh my
Shinobus.
god, that is, yeah, exactly. Flux grenades are horrid. They've been horrible since Destiny 1.
For real, dude.
I want to buff those. Swarm grenades, incendiary grenades, all the grenades are just dog water. Like there's just nothing good
Literally.
about them. Maybe trip mines at most, but I hardly ever see any grenades besides Vortex, Trip Mine, and then just a bunch of Stasis grenades.
Yep, that's it. That's all you see.
Yeah,
That's
for
all you
hunters
see.
at least.
And the pulse grenade for the arc, that's not. It's okay.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
yeah.
the worst, but it's not the best. Like it's okay.
Like if at most you're just gonna keep them out of a doorway. Like, oh wow.
Yeah. for like a half a second too. It doesn't even last that long. Like they
Yeah,
should make it
for
last
sure.
way longer.
But yeah, I think they should just up the damage for the abilities that's currently in the game for Crucible at least.
Okay, I would like to see them actually do like what they're doing to the darkness subclasses. I would like to see that brought to the light subclasses because, like you said, a skill tree. But we kind of already had the ND1, right? Kind of. I wouldn't say it was like
Yeah.
exactly like a skill tree.
I like the system in D1 more than D2, honestly.
For the light subclasses,
mean,
yeah, bro. I agree.
Yeah, there's more variety.
I just feel like I'm just like clicking, just like, all right, well, this is what I'm using now. It's like, nah, I want to feel
Exactly.
like with the darkness subclasses, you feel unique. Like, oh, I'm using these specific aspects with these specific fragments, and I think it adds some kind of like uniqueness to your class. Because at the end of the day, this is an RPG, right? And you want to feel different than everybody, or at least somewhat different. So I think if they somehow, the only thing is it's tough because you got Dawnblade and you got Will of Radiance in the same like skill or solar, right? So and those two play completely different. So it'd be tough to kind of do that because how do you, like, I don't know, how do you have both of those supers and then fragments and aspects at the same time? Because then you'd have to have certain aspects that work with well, but then you can't use those aspects if you're going to use Dawnblade, right?
Yeah.
At least I would think so.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because like you technically don't even need to have some of the perks for like some of the skill trees. Like you can like mix and match. Like you can have Well of Radiance with the Icarus Dash, for example, or you can use Dawnblade with healing grenades. I think that would be pretty cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like you can just mix and match like that. So like you can have the melee for top tree Dawnblade for Well of Radiance, so you can get your melee back over and over again to actually buff your teammates. Because the melee for middle tree Well on Solar, doesn't that like buff your teammates?
I believe it gives them a damage buff. It's called Empowering. I think it's a damage buff. I don't play Well of Radiance like at all. Actually,
Yeah,
it's like
me
my
neither.
least favorite. So I think it's
just
a
run
damage
top
buff
tree
though.
Dawnblade and everything.
Yeah.
But like imagine if you can have that melee from top tree in middle tree, so you can just constantly get that buff over and over again.
Or here's an idea. You know how Titan Bubble is like you can press your super button and it'll just pop the regular shield, or if you hold it,
Yeah.
it'll put the bubble down. They could do that maybe, you know. So if you hold your super button when you're on Dawnblade, you hold it down, it puts the well down. But then if you
That
just
would be
press it,
dope.
you just pull out the Dawnblade like normal. That'd be
Yeah, so
interesting.
you can either have Dawnblade or the healing. Yeah.
But then they would have to, I think that would be like really strong because then the Warlock has ad clear and they have like well, which well is, even though I don't like it, it's still really good. So
Actually,
they
why
would
didn't
have,
they do that?
I know, right? But
Wait, that doesn't make. Yeah, I just realized that Titans have a bubble and a shield that they can run
yep.
in the same stuff. Why didn't they just? I don't know.
Maybe it's because like the whole like theme or like feel of Well of Radiance subclass is you're the healer. With Bubble,
that's
it's
true.
kind of like you're either the shield running around and taking damage with the shield, or you put your bubble down. They kind of like they kind of feel the same, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
All right, let's see. Here's a third question. How do you guys feel about the current ability/gunplay balance? Do you guys agree/disagree with Bungie wanting to shift more towards gunplay? Go ahead, you go first. You seem excited.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like you see all this stuff on Twitter about stasis and guns, always people writing, and then other people calling the others babies. Like, this isn't a shooter, this is an ability game where we have a bunch of, like, we just throw grenades and use space magic and all that, which I agree with. Like, I 100% understand having that, but having it overpower the guns is a bit much from my view.
Okay. So you don't like it then?
I mean, I don't like stasis. Like,
for PvP, you're talking about, right? Specifically for PvP?
Yeah, for PvP.
Okay.
Yeah, for PvE, I think everything's fine.
Right, yeah,
for
I
PvE,
agree.
I don't really see any issues at all.
Yeah.
But for PvP, I think stasis, primarily Hunter, is just too overtuned, which I'm pretty sure they're nerfing it, right?
They said in the TWAB, I think they said that they're going. What did they say? I forget what the changes were.
I saw something recent. I'm gonna check myself on this, but I saw that they were like making shatter dive like 4 seconds. Like,
yeah,
if you use
they're adding a
cooldown.
I think that they're also reducing how much slow you get, like, the slow stacks. I think they're doing something with that, so you don't get slowed, or so you don't get frozen as quickly, or something like that. I don't know. It was more PvP, so whenever something's like PvP changes, honestly, I just goes right in my brain because I don't care about it that much.
Yeah, I'm a meathead when it comes to PvP, so I have to pay attention. So maybe, I think they also nerfed shurikens, so there's that too.
Okay, so coming from the perspective of a PvP player, well, more than I don't play PvP at all. So stasis really was like that bad for you?
Well, I mean, for hunters. For a warlock, when it initially released, warlock was.
Well, I'm saying in general, like playing in the Crucible, like you really feel stasis is that oppressive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Why? Like, I'm just genuinely like, why?
Oh, the like I was saying earlier, the abilities are just like too overtuned compared to the other subclasses. Like, I have no problem with like actually using it. I think it's fun as hell to use. But I think if you're gonna put something like stasis into the game, you need to actually improve upon the other subclasses. So the other subclasses are worth actually taking into the PvP with stasis.
Yeah, because right now, I guess it does kind of feel like, oh, either you're on stasis or you're running like Top Tree Dawn or Spectral Blades, or that's it. Like you're done. Like,
you have to use the high tier stuff. You can't use anything fun.
Yeah, that's honestly like one of the main reasons I don't even really play PvP, because you really have to use the best stuff to have not even an advantage, just to be on the same level, right? Because if you're going in there, if you're going against a Top Tree Dawn player, and then you want to run like I don't even know, Arc or something, whatever, like kind of average subclasses, you're gonna get beat most of the time because Top Tree Dawn is just that good. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can definitely see that. So then you agree with Bungie wanting to shift more toward gunplay?
Oh, 100. Well, to an extent, I think Destiny should have like abilities being able to be spammed, but just not as much as stasis, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it gets to a point where, like Arc Warlock, like you said, it's just basically just using your gun in Arc Warlock against a full-fledged, like, Guardian, I guess, using all their abilities and stuff. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
Okay. Yeah, for me, like I said, I don't really play PvP that much. But I honestly would like to see, I guess, a little bit more gunplay. When I first went to the Crucible, when stasis was a thing, I kind of was in the mindset like, okay, this is something brand new. We're gonna have to adapt to it. The only thing that I will say was the only thing that I found oppressive was Behemoth Titan. I think Behemoth Titan is unbelievably good, bro. The super lasts forever. It has sliding. You can punch. It's like it's on the level of like Top Tree Dawn, bro. It's on the level of Top Tree Dawn. It's so good. That was the only thing I was like, all right, this is a little much. But getting shatter dived, I guess so. I mean, like, I never was like got killed and I was like, damn, like I just got killed and I was like, whatever. But maybe that's just because I don't really play PvP. I don't take it serious, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess I would agree that Bungie wants to go more towards gunplay. I just hope it's more. I hope that it's only for like PvP, because I think in PvE having ability spam or having gunplay is really good, because you can have gunplay. Like, you can just run whatever, like just straight up like the best guns, and then you can run subclasses that buff your guns, like Well of Radiance or whatever. And even if you set up your stasis subclass correctly, you can actually have more of a gunplay focused stasis subclass. So, but for PvP, I agree.
I have a quick question. So, Warlock has top 3 Dawn with like their Icarus dash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Titan has Behemoth with their melee to make them just go like fast as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Hunter should have something like that, or do you think Dodge is good enough? Them having like their dodges.
Well, they do now have Blink with Mask. So they do have
Yeah, that's
something,
true.
but it's not part of the subclass. Like you do have to give up an
Yeah.
exotic slot. So as for something like something that is a part of the subclass, I think it would be interesting. I think it would be cool, but I don't know if it really is necessary. And here's why: you can have the Hunter dodge on an 11-second cooldown, and then you can also have
that's
stuff
ridiculous.
11
Yeah,
seconds,
yeah,
and then
that's
you can have 2 of them with the 6 Coyote. And then you can also have other mods that will give you, like, refund you some class ability energy. So, although it would be really, really cool, I'm not sure if it's necessarily, like, if they need it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. Sorry, you'll have to excuse my little Hunter pea-sized brain. Always feeling oppressed. Always feeling oppressed compared to the other classes.
Nah, dude, I played a lot of Warlock, and, dude, sometimes I'm just, like when they nerfed Shadebinder, and it went into PvE as well, I'm like, why, dude? Like, it's good, like it's a really good subclass, but it didn't need nerfs, at least not in PvE. In PvP,
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't really play. When Stasis first came out, I played like a little bit of PvP, so I didn't really, like, I don't know to the extent of which it was, but I heard the community outrage, so I can only imagine how crazy it was.
Dude, they had the melee was just like, the range was insane at first, right, for Stasis?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just made it so like it's super short range, like probably the same as the Arc one.
Yeah.
I think it's either the same as that or just a bit shorter.
Well, they recently did buff it, but like I remember when they first nerfed it, because it was
Yeah.
like 30 meters, something like that, and then they brought it down to like 16, and
Yeah,
it went into
bunch of
PvE as well. And I can understand it's probably hard to change that specific thing like in PvE and not in PvP, you know, whatever. But then I was using it, I'm like, dude, I feel like I can't hit anything. Like I gotta be right in front of my enemy, but then I'm just gonna lunge forward and melee them with the regular melee. It was horrible, dude. It was such a bad nerf. But I'm glad that they fixed that, because yeah, Warlocks need that. You need that range in the melee. That's what makes them stand out, you know.
Same thing happened to Blade Barrage.
That's true,
Feels
yeah.
bad, man.
Now, see, yeah, you like your Blade Barrage, bro.
Oh yeah, I love my Blade Barrage, but it is what it is.
So the next question from Kukiri. I hope I'm saying that right. Thoughts on what the alternative sunsetting may be. Thoughts on the topic of sunsetting and power creep in D2.
You wanna go first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I got some things to say about sunsetting, because I got some things to say about it. So honestly, this might be a little bit of a hot take. I didn't really mind the idea of sunsetting.
What?
I really didn't. Now, when I say sunsetting, I'm talking about sunsetting specifically for weapons. Now, for armor, I think it's a horrible idea. No one should have to regrind the armor for the same stat pieces, stat distribution, because that is a pain in the butt. But as for weapons, sunsetting actually kind of made you like, all right, well, now I got to find something that's going to last me for this long. And I don't know. I had the mindset of like, well, I can just keep using the same guns forever if I wanted to, and it doesn't really change anything, right? So now I kind of just have to, it's almost like I have to, like, all right, I'm getting bored of this gun, let me just pick another one. As when sunsetting was a thing, it was like, I got to use this gun, and then I got to try and find another one to replace this one, because this one will no longer be as powerful. That's the way I looked at it. Like, this will no longer be as powerful come this time, as opposed to looking at it as like, well, this is an expiration date. That's just my mindset. So I really didn't mind sunsetting. But now that it's gone, hey, if everybody's happy, that means more players. I mean, the community won't be as mad. I'll take that. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I'm indifferent. But let's see, an alternative to sunsetting. Ooh.
I don't know what an alternative could be, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea, man. Cause like, I mean, I guess they could just nerf, like, cause like Frenzy. Let's say for instance Frenzy, right? That perk is crazy right now, and now that sunsetting is gone, that perk and those weapons with Frenzy on it are gonna be around forever. So what's going to make me take off that weapon with Frenzy? Right? I can just use that forever. So I think either gonna have to like nerf it, or maybe that's tough. Maybe rework the perk. I don't even know.
Yeah, me neither, honestly.
What are your thoughts on sunsetting?
Well, I have two perspectives on it. From like a video perspective and like for content creators, I can see sunsetting actually being, or like taking out sunsetting being a negative, because there's old videos that you can put out like, this is the new like so and so.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
just like titles like that, and you can get some views on that pretty easy. I don't
Yeah.
make videos like that.
No, but yeah, it's
Definitely
definitely good for the content creation side for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But for like the gameplay aspect and like me actually playing Destiny, I think getting rid of sunsetting is awesome. Because especially in terms of like PvP, because I mean for PvP not so much unless you play Trials or Iron Banner.
Yeah.
But for PvE, it definitely is pretty dope that sunsetting is going away because you can use some grenade launchers. Or what was the? It was the Martyrs, right?
Marty's. I think I just called it
Yeah,
Marty's.
Yeah, that's a good way. But yeah, you could, if that wasn't sunsetted, that would be pretty dope to bring into like the new raids and stuff because it's the only solar grenade launcher that works the way that it does.
Yeah,
All
what is it,
ones-
wave frame? I think it's a wave frame.
Yeah, exactly. I love those grenade launchers, but I can't use it anymore because it's sunset. So
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see where that can like cause some issues, for sure. I mean, they did replace it with the what is it, the Void one, the one that was last season.
But it's not solar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't run Wrath of Rasputin and all that. Okay, yeah, well, that's true. I guess you can see it, but for me, like, I was indifferent. Either they kept sunsetting. I mean, I was very against it for armor. I hated the idea of like, because there was pieces I had that were absolutely just cracked out, exactly the stats I wanted, perfect, like
100.
Oh my god, dude, perfect armor pieces, and they were sunset because of like season of dawn armor. So although I did get some materials back, it was like, I wish I just had that armor piece, you know. So it kind of sucks for the armor, but for the weapons, I honestly really didn't mind. Yeah. So now the second part is power creep and the
Power creep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
They announced that they were gonna be making it so that it's only gonna be going up 10 light from now, right? So that you won't have to get that 50 light to actually get to the pinnacle grinding. Okay. So that I think that's a great idea. Actually having to grind 60 light each and every season is kind of a hassle, especially for people like us. If we're making videos, we have to take all that time to actually grind and then get to max level, and then we can make some proper videos on the builds, because then we can get into the end game content. But yeah, I think the power creep in D2 right now, the way it is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's definitely true. Like having to grind those levels, it did suck. But now it's only gonna be 10 levels, and then you can just get right back into your GM Nightfalls or Master Nightfalls, or even raids are never really that hard to really get access to anyway. But like for the Nightfalls and stuff like that, or trials, if you're in the trials, yeah, that can be a pain in the butt. But as for like if we're talking straight up just like weapon power creep, like this weapon will forever be this strong, and like for instance, what's a really power creep weapon right now? Can't even think of one off the top of my head. But for example, let's just go back before sunsetting. Mountaintop Recluse, right?
Oh god,
that was an insanely good combo. And if it wasn't for sunsetting, that would still be the meta. I believe that still would be the meta, because that's like, it's such a good combo. How do you even, because you can use Mountaintop Recluse and then Anarchy, bro. Like how do you beat that? That is such a good combo. How do you beat anything like that?
Yeah. At that point, I think they just need to like nerf it. Nerf the guns, or change the way that it works.
Yeah.
Because everyone hated it. Everyone despised the guns. Especially the mountaintop. So just why not nerf it?
Yeah.
Like I never understood that. I don't know. I mean, I think they did nerf it, like to some extent, but sunsetting really just like knocked it out of the park.
For PvE, because now it's like it can't even be. It's not
for PvE,
powerful like at all.
for PvE, it was pretty fun to use. But PvP was a whole nother story.
Oh yeah, imagine getting one banged across the damn map.
Even the Revoker, that was pretty annoying too.
Oh my god, I luckily, like I said, I'm not PvP, so I never had to run into like that issue. But I can imagine for trials, bro, keeping count of like everybody using Revoker is just you can't do it.
Yeah, like if you want to use a sniper, use Revoker or use the Beloved.
Yep, and that's like that's why it's like either you use the best stuff or you don't have a chance. Like so I'm kind of glad that I guess taking those weapons away, it kind of sucks that they're gone now forever. I mean, you can still use it in regular PvP, I guess. But I guess I would have liked to use Mountaintop in PvE, because I never had Mountaintop. Honestly, I never got it, because I wasn't about to torture myself in Crucible to get it when I don't even like Crucible that much anyway. So I just never got it. Honestly, never got it.
Quick question before we move on to the next one. How would you feel about like exotics being like the ones that are bad being buffed in PvE and PvE? Because there are like some trash exotics.
No, yeah, there really is some bottom tier that I just wish they were good. What? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Because when I think of exotic, I think of something that's gonna be like amazing, or this is so cool, but then I bring it into PvP or PvE and it's just trash.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think exotics should stand out either in coolness, like for instance, a ruinous effigy. I think that's a really cool exotic. It may not be the best, but it's cool. Or exotics have to be absolutely insane, like Izanagi's or whatever other crazy exotic is out there.
Or like Sunshot, where it's like it's noticeable. Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think that's a great idea because there's so many cool exotics that just suck. They just straight up just suck.
Yeah,
There's no other way to put
suck.
it. They just suck. So I would love to see more variety because if you think about it, what are you really bringing into the end game content? You're bringing Izzy's, you're bringing Anarchy, you're bringing
it's just the same weapons.
like Wardcliff now. Rockets are buffed, so like you're bringing Wardcliff. You're just bringing the same things. I would love to see some more variety. So yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, because you have weapons like Skyburners. Like, why would I ever use this gun?
I would never ever. I forgot that was even a gun, bro. Like I would never use that gun.
Like
ever.
it's such a cool concept, but it's just garbage. It's just not good. There's no damage.
So then, okay. So next question from, geez, all these names. Boog Nazdi.
Bugnazde sounds better. It sounds like more.
So Buznagde, you asked, is there a such thing as a one for all build? One build that can survive PvP and PvE without changing a piece? You can go first.
First thing that comes to mind is Ashen Wake for Titan.
Oh yeah, dude, that's great. That's a good choice. Good choice. Yeah, middle tree solar, right? Middle tree hammer.
Yeah.
With Ashen
exactly.
Wake.
Either middle tree or bottom tree, either one.
That'd be
That's
dirty.
I know middle tree, yeah, of course. For some reason, I was thinking of the chest piece, the solar chest piece that makes your regen way faster.
What is it? Hollow Fire Heart.
Yeah, that one. But
Yeah, that's
Ashen
good.
Wake for sure. Titan.
I think when Beyond Light first came out, I was on Warlock a lot. And I personally am a big fan of Claws of Hamkara. I know it's a very basic, you just get just one more melee charge, but I don't know. I just love it. I think it's so good.
Yeah. Especially if you're running like Monte Carlo or something.
Yep. So I think if you're gonna if there's one build that I personally would do for both, because having two melees in PvE is always good, especially with Shadebinder, you have two freezes. And in PvP, having a second melee can actually catch a lot of people off guard because a lot of people are only used to the Warlock having one. So you use Claws, you may throw out the one to kind of bait them out, and then you hit them again, you freeze them, they're dead. Like, it's, I love using Claws. So if there was one build, I'd focus around Claws and maybe high strength or something like that, or some way to get my melee back, Monte Carlo or a Wellspring weapon. That's what I would do because that's sick.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna, not to be that guy, but for Hunter, probably young Ahamkara's Spine.
Okay.
The strip mines.
Dude, I'm surprised you didn't say Stompies, my guy.
Dude, I was actually gonna say Stompies, but like, Stompies is like a bit of a stretch because like in terms of actually like versatility and like usage, you're gonna want to use like some other exotic.
That's
right?
true, yeah, for PvE, yeah. Although it's not bad. I guess it's not bad to take.
No,
Stompies.
Don't get me wrong. I love running Stompies in PvE. I love jumping around.
Yeah, I guess I personally would like to use like 6 Coyote. I just love that exotic, or like I don't even know. Yeah, what is it? Young Ahamkara Spine, like that's good. Yeah, or Frosties. Frosties are really good too. You can you can probably use Frosties in both, right? Get your abilities back, run faster. Don't you run faster with Frosties on? I think you run faster.
Yeah.
Right?
I think your slide is in. Wait, actually, is it?
I don't know.
It only stop. I don't know. I have to. And I call myself a hunter, man. Top of my head. Oh, did you ever try Bones of Ao in D1?
I had them, dude. I don't even remember. Like what they do. I had them though.
For some reason, I like Bones of Ao more than Stompies. I think it just gave you an extra jump.
That's what it did to give you another jump.
Yeah, instead of like increasing like your jump, I think it might have increased your jump height too, but it gave you an extra jump. So like your strafe jump, you would have 2 of them, I believe.
Okay.
I actually have to check myself on that. If I got this wrong, I don't deserve to be.
Dang, yeah, that would be sick, dude. 2 strafe jumps, you can juke people like crazy.
Yeah. Let me see. What Bones of Ao do? Increase the amount of. No, that's not what I was looking for.
I think I know what exactly you're talking about, though.
It was like the original Stompies.
Yeah. So you played D1 a lot?
Oh, dude, I love D1.
Yeah.
D1 was like my childhood.
Did you play the raids or anything?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What was your favorite raid?
Crota, hands down.
Dude, I love Crota, dude. It was my favorite.
my favorite, hands down. VOG was my favorite. That was an experience. Me and my buddy joined like a random team. They helped us through it. They told my friend to delete the icebreaker because they thought it was trash.
What? No, they're tripping.
To this day, like me and him didn't know what anything was because we were still new to the game. So we just like blindly believed him. Thankfully, my friend didn't delete it. But we're like, what? And then like a few months later, we realized they were just tripping, dude.
Dude, holy
The
crap.
engine was too good. And I got the Red Death. They said the Red Death was also bad.
No, bro. Whoever you played with didn't know anything.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, I was a big fan of CLOUDOA. I love the first thing, like not even an encounter, like the entrance where you gotta like run in the darkness to the lamps or whatever. So
that was,
fun,
like,
bro.
my
So
favorite
fun.
content ever made.
Yeah, even though CLOUDOA was honestly it was really easy raid because there were so many glitches and stuff. You can despawn the enemies in the one encounter. Like it was so easy.
That's what added like to it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's memorable. It's memorable.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy but memorable.
And a close second or a close first, I don't know. Either I don't know how to say it, but it'll probably be King's Fall was really fun.
Yeah.
The mechanics in it were pretty different and new.
Yeah, no, I like the jumping puzzle with the ships. You know what I'm talking about? I like that part.
Yeah.
And I thought Wrath was also good as well. Wrath and Machine was a good raid as well.
Dude, for Wrath, at one point, me and my team, we were struggling for God knows why, but we killed the boss. There's someone in my team, like okay, I have to restart. I just completely screwed this.
All right, you're good.
But we were shooting the boss. He was so close to dying. We killed him, but it still reset us. And then, like a few minutes later, our buddy said, "Hey guys, I went into my menu and like started taking some screenshots because I thought we killed him." So he stopped damaging the boss
Oh my
to
goodness.
take some screenshots and record what was happening. That's the to wipe.
Holy crap.
Just because of that, I hate Wrath. I had bad experiences with Wrath.
Yeah, no, that'll do it. That's funny, bro. Nah,
Yeah.
I like Wrath. I thought the siege engine counter, we had to like carry the engine parts or whatever across the bridge or whatever. I can't remember exactly. I just remember carrying engine parts, and I was like, dang, like this is so cool.
That was dope.
Yeah.
It was a hassle to figure out though.
Hell yeah, it was. But that was when you had a fun team to do that with. Yeah, I like that raid. That was a fun raid.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and last question. What do you think of Prison of Elders and Skolas? Because that was actually pretty dope as well. Because I think Trials of Osiris was also introduced when House of Wolves came out, right?
Was it? I thought it was. I don't know. I actually don't even remember right now.
Well, I'm just guessing because the Brother Vance was in the Reef to start off with.
Ah,
and House of
yes.
Wolves played the Reef.
I guess it was then, yeah. But no, I actually really like that DLC. I like the idea of like the waves and then the boss for like I forget what it was. It was like the harder one that you could do. Like there was like 5 rounds, and then there was like different difficulties. I just remember if you did it on the hardest difficulty, that boss was unbelievable.
Skolas?
Was it just Skolas? I guess it was just Skolas then, bro.
Yeah, I think
that shit was crazy.
The hardest tier with Skolas, yeah. Especially with Dude, you like had to have Galahorn.
Yes, you had to have Galahorn. You had to. And was Sleeper a thing then? I don't even know if Sleeper was a thing then. I don't remember.
I don't remember. All I know is that Galahorn was like just Galahorn. Like even if it was Arc Burn or Solar Burn.
Doesn't matter.
I know Fourth Horseman was also something you can run for Arc, but I was on Xbox with my buddies, so we never got the luxury to use the Fourth Horseman.
Oh, it was a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, and then when I was finally able to use it on Xbox, it was just bad.
Dang, I didn't even know that because I played on PlayStation, so I had no idea that. I know that Monte Carlo was a.
And you guys had Hawkman too.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't on Xbox either?
Nope. I mean,
What?
I think it might have been like way later down the line, but like when it first initially was out, it was only on PS4 or PS3.
Holy crap, bro! I had no idea.
Yeah, that sucked. when it had the original perk that made it so good,
Yeah.
we didn't have it on Xbox.
Dang, dude. Well, good thing crossplay wasn't a thing. Holy shit, that would been crazy, right?
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Dude,
Pay
that
to
was so
win,
bad.
actually.
Yeah, literally pay to win. Holy crap. Alright boys, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. It was fun. We had a lot to talk about, and I hope you guys kind of had some insight as to the way we think or our opinions on certain things, and I just hope you thought maybe some parts are funny and whatnot. I would like to do this again, so let me know if you guys like this in the comments below, because I'll speak to Cloud and maybe we can arrange something again in the future. If you guys want the links to his channel, they'll be in the description. Definitely check him out. He makes a wonderful, great build video, so definitely check him out. Another great PvE guru, so definitely look at him. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. But if you guys like this content, please like, subscribe, and share. It truly helps me out a lot. You can also check out my other videos. Links are in the description below. I have a lot of crazy builds, so go ahead and check that out. And you might as well follow my social media. I have a Twitter and an Instagram, both at @fat_Bloonskis. But with all that being said, deuces.